run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's right. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Minnesota Vikings. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. 'Viking fans know well, it's the brother of Dalvin, James Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is they didn't feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
He finds his man, complete. It's Davidson. Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football. chance to win again this week. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
That nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Joseph's got it.
And that will extend their lead even further. They already have the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey every week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Ryan Asamoah
coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A 3-yard loss. 4th down there. The Bills send the punter out as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking on the midfield logo. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, they'll throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
The Vikings at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Deebo Samuel with career touchdown number 60. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And here's another interception. The 3rd of his first quarter. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Nightmare first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Second down and 3.
He'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Deebo Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this this first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Come to the line to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen. And Cook has it left side. Finding room at midfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way. If they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, Allen. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Bills first down.
Allen now on 1st down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Really good coverage all over the field. That took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They're going to look to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
But this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out in the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 33-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step?
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. James Cook, 62 yards. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread.
31, Bills 14.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Hunter now will go in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
We talked to them after the game. They told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Thomas brings it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
An attempt to the deep ball, though, they didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On 2nd and 10, Allen shakes off the sack, escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it, and in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Hunter now will go in motion left. Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Got his target, Samuel. And they work this well in the field across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards for a nice play.
We may be looking at the score. This offense certainly is not because there's no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Look at the big man rumble. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
34. Bills 21.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
On second down, it's Taylor. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills 40. And give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Hunter now will go in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out of midfield. They motion the running back out left. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. That bumps the leader even further. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
It reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. On the handoff, Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Gregory Rousseau
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, I'm not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And some room to work. Touchdown, Vikings. Deebo Samuel with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Vikings are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air, Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. On first down, Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And again, it's Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. And Diggs has it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Allen. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 26. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw.
They're going for Jefferson downfield.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And some room to run now.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
They try again with Cook. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And the kick is good, but obviously it won't matter as they're going to go down in defeat here. This one's over. On the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still,
I'd say the positivity I like that is good. Do we really need to kick the extra point?
it's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Minnesota, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.
Let's go. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the first of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The cat and mouse who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did an AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I said I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I said I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the first. Am the first. Next level. I'm coming for everything. I am the first. Remember me.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time.